Shalom, I'm Angel. Welcome to Healthy in Heart, and I hope you are healthy in heart, mind, body, and soul today. I'm coming to you with another tip, and it may seem like it's common sense. It's probably something you heard from your mother when you were little, right? Chew food thoroughly, chew it slowly, slow down your meals, savor your meals, and don't be in so much of a hurry to gobble it down. One of the things I do when with my daughter, because she has to have this reminder every time she eats, take little bites and chew good. Little bites, chew good. So she needs that reminder when she eats because she has sensory aversions in her mouth, and she'll try to smash the food with her tongue and just swallow it down, and that can cause impaction. So that's why I mentioned the bowel thing. It can cause massive issues with your bowel. You have to chew your food. It should go without saying, but it doesn't. We don't chew our food as much as we should. And that goes for everybody, not just special needs kids. That goes for everybody. We don't chew it as well and as thoroughly as we should. Because by the time it goes down your throat, it's supposed to be chyme, which is mush. It's supposed to be mush by the time you swallow it. How often, honestly, ask yourself, how often does that happen? You may get the same answer I did. Not very much. A lot of times you'll take a bite and you'll swallow before it's completely chewed up. That's not good for your digestion. It's not good for your health or your overall well-being. Don't let yourself get so hungry that you just wolf it down and don't realize what you're eating too, because that's something else I've been guilty of in the past, and that's something I will actually cover in a separate video. But for this one, I want to specifically address chewing your food. I have to tell my daughter little bites and chew good, because otherwise she's guilty of the same thing we all are. We just eat really fast, and unfortunately society has fostered that and made it worse until it's like a big festering sore that just won't go away. Fast food, fast everything. Like, you have microwaves, you have all this stuff. But when it comes to eating and digestion begins before the food ever enters your mouth. It begins with smell. You start salivating. Mm-hmm. And you salivate for a reason, because in the saliva you have enzymes that help the food to break down in your system. That's not something you're typically taught in school, is it? But it's true. You have enzymes that are secreted in your saliva that goes down with the food that helps break down. So digestion actually starts when you smell the food cooking. But you don't get that when you're hitting fast food joints for every meal. You don't get that. You don't get the smell of the food and the salivation, which starts the enzymes. You just wolf it down really quick in the car, probably tossing the papers in the back. I was guilty of that. That's why I said that. But we need to, and it also helps with being conscious of what you're eating, like being present in the moment. is really important, especially if you have an eating disorder like binge eating or emotional eating. Especially if you have that, you have to do things to slow yourself down so that you are actually thinking about what goes in your mouth. Like I said, the diabetes has become a blessing to me because I have to. I'll show you. I have to quite literally write down what I eat, how much I eat. I have to calculate how many carbs, how much fat, because if you have a high fat meal, tofu can be high fat, believe it or not. If you have a high fat meal, then you have to, it helps to split the insulin dose and then take it a little bit later after you finished eating, to mitigate the delayed response in lowering your blood sugar and the effect of the insulin on the blood sugar, because fat will reduce insulin sensitivity, period. There's no argument. There's plenty of science to back that up. It does. I've seen it in myself. And okay, but back to chewing the food. You need to chew it thoroughly, because by the time it goes down your throat, you don't want huge chunks, because your body's going to have to, a lot of times it can't break that down completely. So you end up getting bowel issues. You need to chew the food thoroughly, in addition to chewing it slowly. And now you can't take that to the extreme. My sister-in-law, according to my mother-in-law and my husband, she will eat so slow. She takes like 2 hours to eat one meal, just to eat one meal. She'll take one little bite and chew it up like 20, 30 times or more. This is what I've been reported. I've never eaten with her. Don't think I really want to. But it can be taken to the extreme. But it is very important that you smell your food cooking as it cooks, that you get the saliva going in your mouth before you start eating. And then once you start eating, chew it slowly, chew it thoroughly. You know, it helps to put your spoon down or your fork down in between bites. Chew it good. I mean, and another thing that slows down is having someone to converse with while you're eating. Not just sitting down in front of the TV, but actually sitting down across from somebody and conversing with them. Because do you eat with your mouth open? I don't. That's gross. So you finish eating, then you finish chewing, and then you start talking or answering the question or whatever. That helps. So I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope it's been a blessing to you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Yahweh bless you and keep you and give you shalom. Until next time. Yah bless.